Good morning, boys and girls. This is Mr. Yates, and today I'm going to go over the Thursday word problem of the day for Thursday, April 2nd. What I'm going to do first of all is, as always, I'm going to read the word problem, and then I'm going to come up with an answer sentence. First of all, I want to make sure that I read all the words before I come up with the answer sentence. For her bottle rocket, Julie needs to cut 3 pieces of cardboard into 1/4. Determine how many sections of cardboard Julie will have after they are cut. Now this one doesn't actually have a question mark in it, so there's not a question, but I can still make an answer sentence here. I look at that sentence determine, that means tell, and so I'm going to determine how many sections of cardboard Julie will have after they are cut. So I can just turn that into an answer sentence like this. Julie will have, and it looks like the word is sections, so I'm going to just use that word in there as my unit of measurement. We'll have blank sections. Let's zoom in a little bit more so you can see what I'm writing. Julie will have blank sections of cardboard. And if you really want to go the full distance after they're cut. That's a nicely detailed answer sentence. And I'll make sure I got my period right there. So Julie will have 3 blank sections of cardboard after they're cut. So I'm going to go ahead and take a look. I want to make sure that I can use, well, yeah, definitely. I can use unit bars here. In fact, this will be great for that. So I'm going to start my starting line right here. And there's different ways you can show this, but you definitely want to use unit bars to show the model here. And this is about Julie, and it looks like it's going to be about Julie's cardboard. So I might label it right here. Julie's cardboard. And I can just talk about the 3 pieces, each one of them being their own unit bar. That'll be piece number 1. And we'll make another piece for Julie's second piece of cardboard. Since I'm assuming they're the same size, I'm going to make the unit bars about the same size. Be really mindful of trying to make these the same size and same shape. That way, you're being more accurate. And this will be Julie's cardboard piece number 3. All right. So now I've got the 3 pieces of cardboard set up. So I'm going to start reading the word problem, and I'm going to be crossing out any things that I'm already using. Let me go ahead and I'll use my line right here. So for a bottle rocket, I really don't need those words, so I'm going to leave those out. Julie, I've already used the word Julie. And I've already put right here in my word problem the 3 pieces of cardboard. So I'm going to go ahead and take that and cross all that part out. Now there is one part I haven't used yet here. Julie needs to cut 3 pieces of cardboard I've already used, but the 1/4 I have not used. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take that and turn it into 1/4 onto my pieces of cardboard. What I'm going to do is, since each cardboard is being cut into 1/4 pieces, I'm going to take and cut my unit bars into 1/4 pieces. Trying to be mindful that I'm cutting them into 1/4 equally, so that none is too big or too small compared to the other ones. So since I cut that first piece of cardboard into 1/4, I'm going to go ahead and cut the other pieces into 1/4. And make sure your model has the same thing. Now you can also put these unit bars together so you have 1, 2, and 3 all in one line, but you still need to make sure that you have your 1/4. Each one of these pieces of cardboard should be cut into 1/4 pieces. One-fourth, 1/4. So now I've cut them all into 1/4 pieces, and I'll label it. This is a 1/4 piece. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead right now and I'm going to cross out that 1/4 piece since I've already used it. Now the last sentence, determine how many sections of cardboard Julie will have after they're cut. We're going to go ahead and we'll turn that into a question mark here. So I'm going to put a bracket to highlight all the pieces. And I'm going to go ahead and put a question mark here, and I'll put here total. Oops, make sure I'm spelling everything correctly. Total 1/4 pieces. Okay, so I got my question mark in there. I have put that in, so I don't need the rest of the sentence. I'm going to leave it out. Once I'm done with that, I'm going to go ahead and move on to my expression. Now, when I look at my model, I can tell what kind of expression I'm going to make. I have 3 total pieces of cardboard, and I'm going to divide it into 1/4 pieces, which will equal the total number of pieces that I have here in my model, which is my question mark right now. Now, for these kind of expressions, boys and girls, remember, we don't really need to do any math calculations except for counting. Some of you may have figured out a way to solve this by using calculations, and that's fine. But I'm just going to count them. I'm going to go ahead and look at my model that I drew, and I'm going to count all the pieces that I have that are 1/4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And I found that my question mark equals 12. So I can go over to my answer sentence here, and Julie will have 12 sections of cardboard after they're cut. If you got the same thing and you solved it a different way, that's great. If you struggle with this one, especially with setting up the model, the expression, please email me or Ms. Garcia and let me know how we can help you figure this one out. Thanks, boys and girls.